All right, free Congo. Free Congo is what you're seeing in the media. And honestly, I must tell you, it very, very likely is more serious than you can even begin to imagine. We're seeing real life stories saying that all is not well in that African country. And well, you must remember that Congo Democratic Republic is one of the largest countries in the whole world. Actually, it's the second largest in Africa, not by population, but by land mass. And it's one of the richest countries in terms of mineral resources, in terms of the land mass, and a lot of things that are contained in that country. Well, news that we've had over the past few weeks, and actually it's been over 3-4 decades running. It has escalated in the past few weeks. We're seeing dead bodies in the numbers. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people, allegedly, but being murdered, because we're having accounts of people, losing their loved ones, young people getting raped. A heartbreaking story that we came across was a 2-year-old child with an STD, meaning that this 2-year-old girl was raped by some of the soldiers, some of the people who came into the community. Well, one of the things that, is very obvious that the Congo Democratic Republic is being targeted because they are a very, very rich country, rich in terms of mineral resources, raw, untapped mineral resources. But then you have a lot of Western influences in that country because, people have been mining and mining over the years. But, in a summary, it's looking like, the countries who are mining are refusing to have any kind of agreement. They're refusing to give any kind of percentage compensation to the DRC. And this is what is triggering, this crisis. It's looking over so many years. Diamonds have been removed, have been mined from that country. And, from different kinds of countries, people have sent in their own people. They have taken chunks of the land. They've been mining, and it seems like these countries are not yet satisfied. So there has been a silent genocide, in quotes, taking place. And well, the most prominent group that has been fingered in this issue is a Rwandan-based rebel group called M23. M23 has been fingered in this issue, saying that they've been encroaching into some of the villages, encroaching into some of those areas that are diamond rich, that are cobalt rich, that are coltan rich. And well, in a moment, we'll be coming back to coltan because this seems to be the major culprits in this issue. This seems to be the major bone of contention. Coltan. Keep that word in mind, coltan. All right, well, the story goes on like, lives have been lost. People come in, take over our land, clean out the people on a life and get rid of the people who are in that particular vicinity, to the extent that these, minerals and, well, these precious materials that have been removed all over the world have been referred to as, blood diamonds. Remember that I said to you that coltan is at the middle of this fight and this issue. And well, it is the major bone of contention. Okay, so what is coltan? If you did sciences, you're wondering what element is that? Well, I remember that, going through my periodic table, I never saw anything called coltan. Well, coltan is a combination of two different elements. We're talking about columbite and we're talking about tantalum, and well, thus the name coltan. And well, this composition of metals is a heat resistant element that has been formed, and it has become indispensable in the electronic technological industry. I mean, over 60% of it goes directly to electric related gadgets formative factories all over the world. And as I mentioned earlier, many countries, including China, including Russia, and most of the European countries, and of course every other Western country, are involved in the trade, in the harvesting, or rather mining of this element. Well, what are we saying? We're saying that it is so important that it is found in almost every electrical gadget, electronic that you have. We're talking about your phones, your laptops, your PlayStation. The production of PlayStation 2 was stopped some years ago because of the rarity and, because they couldn't find enough coltan to continue with that production. We're talking about everything, including your microwave, your fridges, your television, and well, even, vehicles such as Tesla, indeed use this particular element, this particular composition in their daily production. So it is something that, has become indeed gold, indeed diamond. It is one of the most precious metal. It brings to mind mythical vibranium of Wakanda. That's what we're talking about. So lives are being lost on the daily, and it seems like it seems like it just might get worse if nothing is done about it. As I said earlier, we must get involved in this conversation. Some people are calling for a technological boycott, meaning that when the next big phone or the latest gadget is brought out, we're being asked to, walk away. Don't patronize them, because it's costing lives, it's costing freedom of people, it's causing the destruction of a whole nation. And well, by the way, this particular coltan is not just found in Congo. We're saying it's found in the highest concentration in the nation. This is a call to us to do something about it. Get involved in the conversation. There are charities which we might be leaving some of their numbers and their details under this post. If you don't see it immediately, please follow this story on this channel. Don't forget to like, don't forget to follow. We'll be bringing you the latest, the hashtag Free Congo. People are dying. Remember that what is happening to one African country is very, very likely to seep into the other. It's very, very likely to affect the next one. And it just might be someone else, some other country next. Black lives matter. African lives matter. Congolese lives matter. Something indeed must be done about this. We're calling for conversations. We're calling for negotiations. We're calling for all the stakeholders to come together to a table and have a better, transaction as it concerns this, instead of just the random killing of these innocent lives. Women and children are dying on the daily. Until I come your way with the next story, please do keep on doing what is right and don't do what you didn't tell me.